Third time's a charm. It's the third time I'm trying to make this video. First time I messed up. Second time the dogs decided to go to a barking fit right in the middle of the video. So thought it's better just to go ahead and start over again. Doing the seed haul video. Thought this was going to be my last one the time before, but Cindy suggested another variety I hadn't tried yet, and she was really good on the Brandywine Pink. So gonna try another one, a variety of tomatoes that she recommended. These here are my dwarf tomatoes, and this here's a Fuzzy Wuzzy, so you got that real fuzzy leaf to it. You can get up a little bit closer. It's just got a really unique, it's really pretty tomato, striped tomato, different colors. It does have kind of a thick skin. It's more of a, it would remind you more of a paste tomato than it would, you know, just a good slice and eat tomato, but it does look really pretty. A lady I used to work with, her granddaughter, she kind of became her tomato, so I'm kind of required to grow them every year because she really likes to grow them. These here are micro dwarfs. These in here. Now these here is across here is a dwarf, and over here is a dwarf because they didn't come up. And these here are the micro dwarfs. Coming this way, I think. Yeah, coming this way. So there's 3 micro dwarf varieties that's growing. In fact, that there's already getting little flower buds in them. So they start with flower buds really small. Is that bonsai that does that? Well, that's Fat Frog here. Bonsai is this one here. Bonsai is a really short tomato. Fat Frog is a taller tomato. Actually, these are just 2 weeks older. That's why the dwarfs are a little bit smaller than the micro dwarfs. There's some lettuce seeds that I'm growing there, and then this is some of the tomatoes that I grew, I think 2 weeks ago, and they're starting, or a week ago. I guess a week ago, because I did it last, it's not even been a week. Did it last Sunday, didn't we? Or last Saturday? I think last Saturday. Usually always do on Martin Luther King's birthday that weekend. But anyway, Victory Seeds, the company I ordered from, and we'll go through these again. This here is a micro dwarf tomato called Coco. So it had interesting, you know, it's the chocolate colored tomato. It only gets 6 to 8 inches tall, so it's a true micro dwarf, and we'll just see how it tastes. I also got Mexican tarragon. Never grown it before, but it is a good substitute for a tarragon. It's not a true tarragon, but it does have the flavor to it, and it grows better in the south than what your regular tarragon does. This here's a shishito pepper. Shishito is a sweet pepper except for every 10th or 20th pepper that you pick. And I've even heard that it can be on the same plant. You can get a really hot pepper for all of a sudden, and the rest of them are sweet. So I'm not positive that's true, but if I remember right, that's what one person was saying. Now, one reason I did go ahead and get seeds too, is there's a Cherokee Carbon, and it's a cross between a Cherokee Purple and Carbon tomato, and so you get the taste of the Cherokee Purple supposedly with the disease resistance to the Carbon tomato. So we'll see how it does. See how it tastes and see how its production is on it. I also got a Cherokee or Cherokee Red. It is not from the Cherokee line at all. It's not from, they did not use the Cherokee Purple to come up with it. That's just the name of the, in fact, it's, I don't see if they say it here or not. It was 2 different seeds, 2 different varieties it came from, and neither one of them was Cherokee Purple. But it's a determinant. It also was late blight resistant. I'm going to grow a section of late blight resistant plants and see if they last me longer into the summer than what my others do. So that's, I think this is the 3rd or 4th, you know, late blight resistant plants. So we'll see how they do. Now, Aunt Ruby's German Green, that's the one Cindy recommended. So it had a very good flavor to it, almost as good as the Brandywine Pink. So we're giving it a try. It's been around for a long time, so we'll see how it does. Now, Purple Zebra. Now it's a purple with the stripes on it. It was another one that had excellent disease resistance, including late blight. So actually it can be fifth variety. So I got 5 varieties of late blight resistant tomatoes, and that's what took out my tomatoes last year, both in early summer. So I already made a main crop of them, but then they went down here really quickly, and then I planted back on the same spot in the fall, and they wiped out tomatoes real quick. Because you really shouldn't go back to back with tomatoes, especially in the same year. And the last one I got is Fred's Tie-Dye. It is a dwarf plant. Probably not going to grow it this year, but it's a really good one. I like it. It's got a good flavor to it. It also it's a really pretty colored decorative tomato. So that's the varieties I bought for this seed haul. Hopefully I won't have another one. I might. There's a couple bean seeds that I'm looking at. If they get them in, I may order them. But anyway, one word of caution: if you're wanting to get into or buy your seeds, good time to buy them now. Go ahead and get them ordered before the big rush comes on, because you know in February and March was when everybody orders their seeds. So you want to get it early so you can so they won't be sold out of the seeds, and also so you'll get them quicker most time. Now these I ordered on Monday. I think I ordered Sunday night, and I got them in Thursday. So really quick, especially considering that, you know, there was a holiday in between there. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Stay warm. Goodbye.